Who's the tall woman next to Barbara?
That's her friend, Mary. Didn't you meet her at Steve's party?
No, I wasn't at Steve's party.
Oh, then let me introduce you to her now. Mary, this is my friend Jim.
Hi, Jim. Nice to meet you.
You too. Would you like a drink?
Sure, let's go get one. How's it going?
Fine, thanks. And you?
Just fine. Where are you off to?
To the library. I've got a history exam next week and need to start studying. Ugh.
Oh, no. Well, I'll see you later then. Good luck.
Thanks. See you later.
Good morning, Professor Austin. How are you doing?
Good morning, James. I'm doing well. And you?
I'm great, thank you. This is my friend Emma. She is thinking about applying to this college. She has a few questions. Would you mind telling us about the process, please?
Hello, Emma. It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm more than happy to speak with you. Please, stop by my office next week.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Professor. Thank you so much for helping us.
Don't mention it. Hopefully, I will be able to answer your questions.
What have you been doing this week?
I've been going to school and playing outside with friends mostly.
What are you doing in school?
We just finished our end of grade tests. School ends in 2 weeks.
What do you play when you play with friends?
I play football, soccer, basketball with the guys in the neighborhood. We play at Evan's house. He has a basketball hoop in his yard.
And I see a fishing pole in your hands.
Yeah, I like to go to the pond and fish. I normally go about once a week. I usually catch a few. Today I hooked 5, but they all got off. But I did catch 2. It really keeps you going. It makes you think, I really want to catch that fish. My dad loves to fish, so he taught me.
I don't think you've always lived in this neighborhood. Is that right?
Yeah, we lived in Switzerland for 2 years. I liked it, but I like it here more. There's more stuff to do here, more entertainment. But it was fun in Switzerland.
Did you learn a new language in Switzerland?
I already knew Swiss German because my mom was from Switzerland. I learned it when I was 3 or 4.
Is there anything that you would like to say to kids in other countries?
Hello from America.
What have you been doing this week?
Well, this week I've been focusing on trying to get my extracurriculars started because the year has just started and I've been trying to study and getting my grades up this year.
What kind of extracurricular activities do you do?
Oh, I've been doing speech and debate and Battle of the Books, and soon Science Olympiad is going to get started and I'm going to be doing that. And in addition, after school, I also have a Jewish youth program that I do, and I help with the kids in Sunday school at Temple. I'm basically like a teacher's assistant.
And what is Battle of the Books?
Battle of the Books is a school club that is focused on a competition with a list of books that we get every year, and we compete on our knowledge of the books.
What kind of books?
Well, this year there are 15 on the list, and I just started reading The Bell Jar by Sylvia Plath. And the list is mostly fiction, but there is some nonfiction in there.
And what is the Science Olympiad?
Science Olympiad is a school club that is also geared to preparing towards a competition, but it's for a state science competition where we compete in partners on different science events.
What do you hope to do after high school?
After high school, I really hope to get a degree in chemistry because it's what I'm really passionate about, and then probably go to medical school to focus on people and the brain, which I'm also really interested in, and I want to be a neurologist.
Is there anything that you would like to say to kids in other countries?
I don't know. I'm kind of a new English speaker. I've been here for 6 years, so it's kind of surreal to talk to kids who are also learning English.
What is your first language?
My first language is Hebrew. I'm from Israel.
How did you end up here?
Well, my dad got a transfer from work, and we all thought it would be a really good experience, and I have loved it so far, and so has my whole family.
So, is there anything you would like to say to kids in other countries?
Well, first of all, hi, and I guess some really good piece of advice is really go after what you love and work towards doing what you're passionate about.
What have you been doing this week?
Different week than usual. Last Friday, my school orchestra went to Atlanta, Georgia, where we went to perform in a competition, and we went everywhere in Atlanta after that. We went to the Hard Rock Cafe and even got to listen to the Atlanta Symphony. It was like a 2.5-hour performance, but they were unbelievable. It was great. The next day, we attended the actual competition and were ranked as being superior, which is the best ranking, of course. And after that, we went to Six Flags, the amusement park, for about 9 hours and rode just about...
What have you been doing this week?
Well, this week I started with having a day off on Monday, but I've been doing a lot of calculus homework the entire week. I was lucky enough to go to a conference today on women's philanthropy, and I was so excited to meet a lot of people who are involved in supporting many philanthropies which deal with feeding the hungry in my area.
Why did you get to go to the conference?
I got to go to the conference because I am on the service council at my school, and I was one of the 10 in the county who was invited. I was able to meet Barbara Bush's granddaughter, and she was speaking about her charity that she has had for about 10 years, which is called FEED, which basically feeds hungry children in America as well as around the world.
What does the Service Council do?
What the Service Council does is try to get my school united in doing service projects or raising money for local food banks. We also put together Christmas care packages for abused as well as neglected children.
What did you do for the Labor Day holiday?
For the Labor Day holiday, I was doing a lot of studying to get ready for my calculus and Spanish class, but we also had a barbecue for dinner, and we ate as a family, which is something we always do on holidays and long weekends.
Can you tell me a little bit about your family?
My parents came to America from India, and they met in college. My grandmother is Portuguese, and I am very close to her. I also have a younger sister named Capri, and she is 15 years old.
Does your family have any special traditions?
Yes, we have lots of special traditions, and they're really all important to me. I grew up cooking with my grandmother and my mother, so baking cookies for Christmas is a huge tradition. We love Italian food, grilled chicken, and salads.
What do you want to do after high school?
I would love to go to college and pursue my passions for Spanish, history, and business.
Do you have an idea of a career you'd like to follow?
I would love to somehow bring all of these passions together by doing a type of corporate job, but I'm not really quite sure yet.
Is there anything that you would like to say to kids in other countries?
I'm so excited to be able to talk to you guys and share part of my culture with you guys. I hope one day to travel to your countries and to learn a little bit more about how small the world really is.
Out every ride there. And then the next day, we went to the Georgia Aquarium and got to see all sorts of sea life that was really cool from all over the world. And after that, we went to the world of Coca-Cola and got to taste sodas from every continent. It was very neat. Following that day, we got back on the bus and rode 5 hours all the way home watching Jack Black movies.
Who is Jack Black?
Oh, he's a real goofy actor. The bus ride was kind of long because of Atlanta's traffic, so it felt good to be back in my little old hometown.
What instrument do you play?
Well, my main instrument is the piano, but I also play the bass guitar and the upright bass, which is what I play in the school orchestra.
What do you do on an ordinary day?
On an ordinary school day, I try to wake up at 6 o'clock every morning and get some extra piano practice before going to what we call zero period at school. Most students start at first period, but zero period is like an extra class you can take before that. I take jazz ensemble. I get home after school at around 4:30, and then I do homework, eat dinner, practice instruments, or maybe go to church for a music rehearsal, and I usually try to go to bed by 11.
Is there anything you would like to say to kids in other countries?
Let's see. I would probably like to give the advice to make sure to cherish your youthful years. I do.
Who's the tall woman next to Barbara. Next to. What have you been doing this week? What have you been doing this week? We just finished our end of grade tests. End of grade tests. School ends in 2 weeks. Ends in. He has a basketball hoop in his yard. A basketball hoop. And I see a fishing pole in your hands. A fishing pole. Today I hooked 5, but they all got off. Hook. It really keeps you going. Keeps you going. It makes you think, I really want to catch that fish. Makes you think. It makes you think, I really want to catch that fish. Want to. There's more stuff to do here, more entertainment. Stuff to do. This is my friend Emma. She is thinking about applying to this college. Be thinking about. This is my friend Emma. She is thinking about applying to this college. Apply to. Apply for. Please stop by my office next week. Stop by. Mr. Wilson, I'd like you to meet Dr. Edward Smith. I'd like you to. In the development program, by any chance? By any chance? What have you been doing this week? Have you been doing? I started with having a day off on Monday. Having a day off. I was so excited to meet a lot of people. Be excited to. Philanthropies which deal with feeding the hungry. Philanthropies. Philanthropies which deal with feeding the hungry. Deal with. We went to perform in a competition. Go to. Were ranked as being superior. Be ranked as. We went to the Georgia Aquarium. Aquarium. We rode 5 hours all the way home watching Jack Black movies. Ride my car home. Philanthropy. County. Food bank. Care packages. Labor Day. Calculus homework. Be excited to. Calculus homework. County. Philanthropy. Deal with. Feed the hungry. Conference. Charity. Service Council. Be able to.